We have, of course, driven the Hyundai Ioniq before, and so I'll skip straight past any Alanis Morissette jokes, but while the last time we had the hybrid, this time it's the turn of the full EV. Out goes the engine in favour of a 38 kilowatt electric motor for eco-friendly driving. The main problem though is that many British buyers still aren't sold on the idea of a purely electric vehicle. Will the Ioniq be the one to change their minds? You can of course see the review of the hybrid Ioniq by clicking on the link somewhere around here in the screen right about now, but in terms of interior, the all-electric version is virtually identical, with the layout that will be familiar to anybody who's driven pretty much any modern Hyundai. In a nutshell, I'd say that the cabin is fairly sober and sensible. It won't put the fear of God into many luxury cars, that's for sure, but it doesn't look cheap either, and it's much more grown up than many electric cars this side of a Tesla. You see, a lot of electric cars tend to make a thing about the fact that they are electric, but not everybody wants to stand out, and the Ioniq's conventional looks and layout means that it might appeal to car buyers who like it just for the sake of liking it. There's plenty of space and lots of little storage areas dotted around, where the buttons are easy to use and well laid out. This car also comes with the optional 8-inch touchscreen with integrated sat-nav. Standard equipment is comprehensive. Basic cars get a 5-inch touchscreen plus DAB radio, rear parking sensors and a reversing camera. For a bit more money, you can opt for this premium SE model, which adds heated and cooled front and rear seats, an electrically adjustable driver's seat and front parking sensors. The Ioniq is also quite a usable car day to day. There's decent amounts of leg and headroom in the back here for adults, although I do reckon that the Nissan Leaf hatchback is slightly more comfortable to sit in and also a bit more generously proportioned. Likewise, the Leaf's 370-litre boot is slightly bigger than the Ioniq's, which is 350 litres. However, the Hyundai's boot is much more practical in shape and it's much easier to get in things like flat pack furniture or folded buggies. Fold the rear seats down and that increases cargo capacity to 1,410 litres, about on par with the new Ford Mondeo. As a pure electric option in the range, the Ioniq EV is powered by a 38 kilowatt electric motor, which pumps out 119 brake horsepower and 295 newton meters of torque, which goes through a single-speed automatic gearbox. Technically, it's the least powerful Ioniq that you can buy, and full power is only available in sport mode, but due to the fact that the electric motor gives instant torque, it also happens to be the fastest. Not that it'll blow your trousers off, mind you, not to 62 miles per hour takes 10.2 seconds, but it's the acceleration whenever you're already moving which is most impressive and which is handy for quick overtakes. It's decent to drive as well, with a well-balanced setup and tidy handling. The brakes do take some getting used to though, as they tend to bite extremely hard early on, but then the response softens the further that you push the pedal in. In terms of range, 124 miles isn't bad, but battery power does tend to drain quite quickly as soon as you're above 30 miles an hour or so. Hyundai itself does admit this and says that it's aiming for a 200-mile version by next year, but you can also recoup battery power via regenerative braking, and you can change how much the regen feature works by using these flappy paddles mounted on the steering wheel. You can recharge it from a standard public pod point, which takes about 4.5 hours for a full charge, or you can alternatively use a fast charger to get 80% within about half an hour. You can also charge it from a standard 3-pin socket at home that will take a bit longer, between 9 and 10 hours, so it's probably best charging it overnight. Pricing for the Ioniq EV starts from $24,495, which includes the government's plug-in car grant, while this premium SE model starts from $26,295. That makes it more expensive than the likes of the Renault Zoe and the Nissan Leaf, but still far below the BMW i3 and the Tesla Model S. It also comes with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty and a separate 8-year 125,000 mile warranty for the battery, and of course, being an electric car, it's also free from road tax and from the London congestion charge. If you do charge it at home though, be aware that you probably will get a slight bump in your electric bills. The Hyundai Ioniq breaks new ground in that it's the first car available with 3 different electrified powertrains, but to me the thing that I like the most about it is that it's so conventional. Compared to many other hybrid and electric vehicles, its appearance is relatively demure, and so it's likely to appeal to those less extroverted about its eco-friendly credentials. Well equipped, well packaged, practical and good to drive as well, it's basically a decent family car that's also got all the benefits of EV technology. Of course, it won't appeal to everybody, and the hybrids are likely to be the better sellers, but it represents a step forward in the everyday acceptance of the electric vehicle, and for that it should be commended. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the Inquire button to find out more details about this car, or for any other models visit carkeys.co.uk. And to watch more reviews, click on one of the links on screen now.